So we are here in West of Montreal today to do another installation. It's a liquid cool 25 kilowatt, provides 125 amps. So it's a big house. We needed a bigger unit. Liquid cools are more reliable. The cost is they are more expensive, but they last a lot longer than the air-cooled unit. As you see, the size of the generator is bigger too. Of course, we will use bigger size wires for this unit. We have a pre-made concrete that we placed underneath, and the generator is located at a good location. We will do the rest of the installation inside, and then we will come back to do the final connections here. These generators are they last longer, more than probably 30,000 hours, depending on the maintenance that you do on the unit. Between 10,000 hours to 30,000 hours is the lifetime of this unit, which is more than 5 times of the other air-cooled units. We usually have them for big houses or commercial units. We can take a look inside the unit, and then we will start the installation from inside the house. Feeding this whole panel. At the same time, we are customizing what the customer needs. So we have labeled the circuits that they want to be on the generator. We will transfer them to this panel. So during the power failure, the generator is going to feed this panel, and then this whole panel is going to get power. These are the items that let's say this is the mechanic room that we are working. These are the sump pumps. It's connected to the sump pump. This is the fridge, water filter, hood, toilets, which works. It needs electricity to work. There is another fridge upstairs, and the TV. These are the items that we're missing from this, and also the hot water tank. We're going to bring them all to this panel. This is usually what the customer needs, and we will spend some time with the customer so that we make the installation more convenient to them, because this is going to be what they need during the power failure. So those items definitely have to be on the generator. Okay, this panel is a 200 amp transfer switch. We originally came with a 100 amp transfer switch, but based on the need, we upgraded. We put a 200 amp, and so it's, instead of just giving 16 power to the 16 circuits, we are feeding the whole panel. The generator is big enough to power all these items, so we have no issue with that. And this was something that we decided to do today based on the need of the customer. So we have a furnace here. This is a 20 kilowatt furnace that works with electricity and gas at the same time. The generator is 25 kilowatt. This unit is 20 kilowatt. It's gonna overload the unit, the generator. So what we do, we're gonna put one of these smart management modules. What it does, it's gonna postpone this load. So the rest of the house is gonna have power. Just this load is gonna get postponed. We can put up to 8 of these units, and we can prioritize the appliances. Let's say number 1 is the priority number. So the first priority is always the main panel. Then it's gonna be number 1, then number 2, then number 3, up to number 8. When one of these guys is overloading, let's say number 7 is overloading the generator, 7 and 8 are going to be off. After 30 minutes it's going to try again. If it's still overloading, it will keep that appliance off till the power is back. In this case, we are sure that the generator is going to stay on to give power to the house, and these items that they don't have the priority are going to be off. So in this case, the heating system is going to be with gas. The electrical part, the electrical furnace, is going to be off, most probably during the power failure. You know, the amount of work that we have to do. This is the second day that we are at the job site. The boilers already passed, so today we're going to do the connections on this side and the transfer switch. At the end of the day, everything is functional. The gases during this time that we were not here, the gas connection was done. So when we are done here, we can run the unit and do the test. Hertz. Okay, 30 amp. We're using 36 amp at the moment. Now that the fan went on, 16. Now I'm gonna connect the hydro. After 30 seconds, it's gonna switch back. Now, generator is gonna work another 1 minute and cool. We will double check if all these connections are tight, because this is the mechanical mechanism. Each time that it does the transfer, it puts pressure, they feel the stress, so they might come off if these guys are not tight. These two guys are doing the transfer, so there is a magnet that is controlled by this module here. Each time that it's going to transfer on the generator, this magnet is getting activated, brings down this mechanism, and when the power comes back, this is the top one that is going to push it, pull it back. So if one of these guys is out, it's not going to do the job. All set. Now the generator should be off. It takes 1 minute that the generator cools down and goes off. We can't hear it because we're pretty far, but we're going to go check outside if it's off, and then we're going to check with the customer. Okay, so this panel is on the generator. All of these items are getting power through the power failure. We're going to go through the house with him one more time at the end of the project. We will turn off these two panels, and he's going to see what is functional during the power failure, that would be it. It's the end of the job. So this was another project that we did. It was a 25 kilowatt liquid cooled unit. As you know, in Quebec, because of the harsh weather, these units are really needed for houses for the winter, and even in summer when the heat waves comes. These are very reliable. We had lots of demand after the freezing rain, and due to the stock that we had available for the installation, we were able to do all these installations right after the freezing rain, from 7.5 kilowatt to bigger units, 150 kilowatt liquid cooled units. So these units are going or automatically, after the power failure, they kick in after 5 seconds, and when the power comes back, they're going to switch back to hydro. You don't need to do anything. It's everything is automatically programmed. They work every 2 weeks, so that the unit does a self-test, 5 minutes depending on the units and the modifications that we do on the installation. Either it's been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Every 2 weeks they're going to work. And, the maintenance has to be done every year to keep the warranty void. What else should we know about these guys? Some of them are working with liquid propane, like this case, and some work with natural gas. They are convertible, so we do the conversion during the installation. The best time to do this installation is in the summertime. The weather is good. We have access to everything. In winter, it's kind of difficult. We have to do the snow removal. The cold itself makes the job much more difficult. It takes more time, and it's the customer himself that has to do the snow removal. So it's more difficult for the customer and for us to do the installation. We do installation throughout the year, but I mean, if you're prepared for the winter and do the installation when the weather is good, it's much better. We can find a better location possibly, because in winter sometimes it's not easy to put the generator where we want. Summertime it's much easier. So it's really good to be prepared for the winter. This unit is done. As you see, the light is green and it's on auto mode. When there is a power failure, it's going to start by itself. If I want to do this, I can just hit manual. It works. It's going to start. I put it on auto for now, so it's ready for the next power failure. These units are less noisier than the air-cooled units, and they last longer, but the price is higher. Yeah. So all done. We can close it up. set, we're good to go.